play. It's Dudes Who Bet Sports. Dudes Who Bet Sports. It's your favorite show. Dudes Who Bet Sports, where degenerates go. Dudes Who Bet Sports. Time to change your approach with Aaron Holzman and his father, the coach. Let's ride.
Well, the Associated Press is full of shit.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Dudes Who Bet Sports Show. Last show of the night, rounding out the Racing News channel today at 9:15 Eastern. Papa Dude, you're awake, you're ready, right?
Well, it's 8:15 here.
Ah, that's true. Yeah.
That's so, yeah. Now, you wait another hour and a half, I'm in big trouble. But in fact, my wife said, how are you going to stay awake? This is my sleep time when TV's on. So, but the TV's not on. This is, I believe this is our latest ever live show.
Yeah, latest ever live. It's my fault as I am live here at Saratoga, pulled into Saratoga, late afternoon, well, early evening, I would call it. Did blinkers off, and now I'm going to do this as well. So, yeah, good show here. We're going to all cover Saratoga, all Saratoga on this show. Late pick 5 on Saturday, July 29th. So, going to be a good time. 20 hours in the car, Papa Dude, 13 hours. Yesterday up to Cleveland, and then the remaining 7 today to Saratoga. Hey, we're here. I'm not going to do any complaining. We made it. We're in one piece.
And not only that, you lose an hour on the way up there too. Mm-hmm. So you've got to be worn out. And by the way, folks, I tried to get out of the show. I said, are we going to do a show? And this guy says we need to do one. So
yeah, listen, Jason says I'm a trooper. Look, here's the deal. It's Saratoga. It's a pick 5. I'm here. There has to be a show. Come on. I mean, we
all right. I mean, it's okay with me. I was trying to help you out. I was just, that's a long drive, long haul up there for sure. And I don't know about you, but I'm sure you went through hot weather all the way up through there. Mm-hmm. Driving in a car in that hot weather, even though you got the AC going, it's just hard on you. It's really hard on you. You just wore out whenever you finish the day.
Yeah, for sure. Now, last night it did get pretty cold. For summer, it was in the low 70s for most of the drive, so that was nice.
Yeah.
Listen, tomorrow going to be very, very hot, but then Saturday it's going to rain. I think up here a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, going to be low 70s for the races on Saturday. So
lucky you.
I know. And then we're going to go up to Plattsburgh for a few days, and it's going to be cool up there. Then right back to Saratoga, where it's supposed to be cool the rest of the week. So we're going to get a little bit of a break after that. Yeah, what's the road trip snack and beverage? Just water for me. I just go with the water for the beverage. Peanuts, 1,000%. I love the peanuts. That's a good one. And then some kind of candy. It doesn't really matter, but some kind of candy. Those are the two things that kind of just keep me going. You have anything, Papa Dude?
I'll tell you, this guy can stay awake no matter what. We go to these OU games, and they're not over with till like 10 o'clock. We got a 4-hour drive home, and just get him something to eat. It doesn't matter. It's junk. It's got to be junk. Yeah. He normally goes in and gets some kind of candy, some kind of junk like that, and water, and away he goes.
Yep.
Away he goes. And
yep.
So for me, let's see. Beverage, definitely water.
Yeah.
I've got to where I don't drink pop much anymore. I like pop, but when I'm traveling, it's water. Probably chips, some kind of chips for me. Cookies, maybe, little cookies of some kind, but just something just to keep you going.
Yep. Fast food, definitely Wendy's. I love stopping at Wendy's when we're on the road. I don't know why.
Yeah.
We had Wendy's earlier, didn't we? Yeah. So
we stop every couple hours. To go to the back. Sandy can't. She's not a good traveler when it comes to that. She's a great traveler otherwise, but we're gonna stop every once in a while. And,
you do for sure. The college football drive homes, they're rough. I don't enjoy them very much, but you got to go home. So what are you gonna do? All right, guys, listen. Right, this is end of the show stuff, not beginning of the show stuff for us. So let's go to the pick 5 at Saratoga. I'll pull up the card now, and look, you've already messed me up because you wanted to look at the race 9 here. So let me go back to race 8. So this is going to start with the race 8s. We're going to go 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Late pick 5 Saturday at Saratoga. We kick it off with the Grade 1 Stakes. The Vanderbilt going to be the first race on this sequence, Papa Dude. Field of 7 Grade 1, like I said, 6 furlongs. All right, we're on the dirt. You text me earlier. You said I got 2 horses we're using and we're moving on. Tell me the 2 horses.
Well, I think it's a 2-horse race, and I favor one over the other one by a bunch. And it's obviously, for me anyway, it's the 4 and the 5. And I think you agree.
Yep.
I don't know that we should even think about anybody else. I really don't. If these 2 horses bring it, I don't think anything else is good enough to beat them.
I agree. I think it's a 2-horse race between the 4 and the 5. So again, I always say this, if you're new to the show, what we do on this show is we write down all the horses we like in each leg, and then we go back and we to narrow down the ticket and make an affordable ticket. So for what we're doing right now, and I know Kevin's like, we got a single 1, the 4, or the 5. We'll get to that. But as of right now, we're just writing down horses that we like out of each race. It's the 4, 5, and we move on. There's not anybody else you want to add, right?
No, I just don't. I just don't see any of the other 5 being able to beat one of these if one of these runs its race. I just don't think so. And I favor one over the other one, but like I say, we'll come back to that.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's good. Leave them a cliffhanger, Papa Dude. I like it. Yeah. Listen, it's going to be the 4 or the 5. If anybody else wins other than that, I'm out for sure. All right, let's go to the second leg here. By the way, Elite Power and Gunite, the 4 and the 5 we were talking about.
Yeah, that's true. I guess we should have mentioned that.
I think everybody knew that. I don't really think anybody that's watching this show at 9:30 Eastern time, they know the horses. So, all right, let's go to the allowance race next. We're going 1 mile on the turf, race 9 here. Allowance horses. Look, it's a field. It's a real field, but a lot of them or some of them are main track only or also eligibles. 10 horses in the body of the field here, 2 through 11, the 1 and 1A main track only entrance. Okay, Papa Dude, I thought this is where we get tough.
Yeah, we had our fun with the first one.
Yeah.
It took me 30 seconds on the first one. This one I still don't know. So, and I've been looking at it for 30 minutes at least. Trying to narrow it down. This do what?
To hop in real quick, did you feel like this was the toughest one of the?
Yes, okay. Or the last one. Yeah, no doubt. I don't really have a favorite. The one I like the most, or you want me to just list? Let me just kind of. I'm going to go kind of in order.
Okay. Yeah.
Of this one,
I've got my notes. Okay.
I like that. I like that 9.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. At 8-1. I really like this horse at 8-1. It's won 2 out of the last 3, both allowance races. I don't really think this horse should be 8-1. A little surprised. Any reason why you can see that it's 8-1? I mean, it's won 2 allowance races similar to this.
I think the big thing is we're stepping out of state bred company, going up to open company. But we see New York breds do this against allowance horses. It's Christophe Clement, so it doesn't really worry me quite as much. I think another thing, you're looking at Dylan Davis riding this horse instead of one of Clement's other guys. Yeah. But Davis does fine. He's been riding this horse. I think it's just more of, hey, there's no reason to take Dylan off. Let's put him on here. Listen, I have no argument on the 9.
Yeah, I think this horse has got a shot. The 5 is kind of a soft favorite, I guess. Nothing really stands out. It's ran okay. Broke its maiden at Gulfstream, then has a couple of seconds in allowance and did not run well the last time. But the horse can win, I think, on this. So I don't want to throw him out yet. So I like the 5 a little bit. The 11, Spungle, I think is the name of it. Hasn't been running bad either. Got Bill Modest, the trainer. It's been right there 2 or 3 times. So I like it. So we got 9, we got 5, we got 11. Those are my top 3. And then I also considered the 4, the 6, and a little bit on the 8. So I've got 6 of them: 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 11.
Yeah. I touched on a lot of the ones I like as well. You mentioned the 4, they're late. I do like that horse quite a bit there. Talking about No Show, Sammy Joe, pretty good name on the 4 there as well. Trying to win 2 in a row. Kind of one of the horses in here that it's like, okay, we haven't seen what the horse can really do in terms of she just hasn't run very much, and that's kind of a good thing sometimes when you're in a field where a bunch of them have made a bunch of starts, right?
Yeah.
The 4 could just kind of be the up and comer, so I do like the 4. The 5, I've lost. Talking about he's lost a lot of money on Candle, the 8 horse. I've lost a lot of money on Expand the Map, the 5 horse.
Okay.
Just a horse I've never been able to get right, but I did write her down, so we'll keep her on there. And to Kevin, his horse here, the 8 Candle, I like this horse as well, and I think she's long overdue for a win, but I did write the 8 down as well. So, yeah, I mean, we've got a bunch on here. We've got 7 horses listed out on this because I like the 10 a little bit as well. So, I mean, we're really going to have to come back and narrow it down.
Yep.
I could have just kept writing down numbers. I mean, the more you look at this race, the more confused you kind of get on it. This is going to be just really important. We're not going to be able to play 7, obviously.
No. And I think I don't think there's just a ton of speed in this either. There's some. The 6, I think, is going to get out there. And the 2 has shown speed, but
maybe the 10.
Yeah, and the 10. Yeah. The 2, the 6, and the 10 are going to get out there, I think. But, I don't think you fear this kind of speed, because they're not very good.
Yeah, no, it definitely seems to be a situation where if one of the better horses decide, hey, let's try to take it to him early, they could go gate to wire, but it's not anybody's really natural situations, right? Where it's like, okay, they're going to take it gate to wire. Yeah, so we've got 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh, so boy.
It's pretty crazy. So 7 horses we've got listed here. Like I said, in this show, we list them all, then we come back and we make cuts. So I'm going to put those 7, and we'll go on to the next one. So I have a feeling we have a lot of decisions to make on the structures. All right, let's go to the next race. It's the Grade 2 event here. It's the feature race of this big Saturday at Saratoga. Going a mile and an eighth. It's on the dirt. It's a field of 5, so it is a short field. It is a tricky one, though. There's 5 good horses in this.
Yeah.
All right, Papa Dude, where are you leaning in this one?
Well, if Forte's right, I think he wins easy. That's just my.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I'm with you.
If he's right, and he ran good last time out.
Yep.
He ran all right. Second in the Belmont. Lost by a mile or by a length and a half.
Right.
That's okay. He'd been off a long time. Everybody was a little worried about him. It's not a bad showing. And now he's had a little bit more time to get ready. So I think if he's ready, I think he wins. The 4 is scary because that one might get out in front and they don't catch it.
Yep.
So that's a fear. But the horse has been fine, but really he's won a maiden and an allowance and then ran in a grade 3 and didn't win. And I don't like Fort Bragg at all. And Fort Bragg beat him. So if Fort Bragg can beat that horse, if Forte's right, that horse is going to get down. Forte's going to beat him.
Yep.
I really feel that way.
Yep.
Angel of Empire, I don't like him that well. I just don't. I think he's seen his better days. So to me, it's 2 horses, 2 and the 4.
All right.
I can come in there and screw it up too.
I wrote 2, 4, 5 down. So you're saying 2, 4. I wrote 2, 4, 5.
Okay.
I'm kind of with you though. The more I think about this, if Forte is at 100%,
yep.
I'm not that scared of Saudi Crown. Could be famous last words. I know pace makes the race, but I think Forte can sit close enough. I really don't. Saudi Crown will just gallop away early from this bunch. I think they'll be tightly packed. I think you'll be a little surprised by how it unfolds. I'm with you. I don't know. I mean, we may end up singling Forte. We'll see.
Well, why isn't he fit? He's fit.
He should be.
Yeah, he should be fit. I just, if he wasn't, I don't think they'd be running it. I don't. So I think he's fit. He didn't run bad in the Belmont.
Yeah. A lot of people here in the chat right now talking about Disarm, a horse that did win last time out at Ellis, beat Verifying. He's got Asmussen. I mean, Asmussen's your boy. You're a huge Asmussen fan. Do you want me to write down Disarm before we go back and narrow this down? Or are you like, no, I don't think he's good enough?
If Forte wasn't in the race, I'd say write him down. I don't think he can beat Forte.
I don't think he can either.
You can write him down, but we're going to pitch him.
That's just it. Yeah, if I write him down, eventually we will have to pitch.
We're going to have to go short in this race, in my opinion.
I agree with you. Yeah.
Now, if you're asking me if I like him better than Angel of Empire, I'd say yes.
Really? Well, do you want to write down 1, 2, 4 and not the 5?
No, because I think we're going to pitch him.
Okay. All right.
If you want to do it, if we haven't structured it, we haven't done them all. So if you want to write 1, 2, 4, 5 down, that's okay too. But we're not going to keep all 4 of those horses, I don't think.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. To comment on the Disarm thing, I do agree that he's getting better. I don't know how you wouldn't agree with that. Just watch races. He's certainly improving each time.
Yes.
He's got to get a lot better, I think, to win this one. And I think not only that, I'm worried that this race does not set up well for what he naturally wants to do.
He comes off the pace, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to – I don't know that he's good enough to go catch Saudi Crown.
Yep. That's my worry. And I think he needs pace, and I think he would rip him if this was a larger field. But look, I'm not going to sit there Saturday afternoon, and if Disarm crosses the wire first, I'm not going to be shocked.
No.
It's not really a disrespect on him as more as I don't think this is the right race for him right now.
No, I think to put it in basketball terms, I think he's on the JV team of the 3-year-olds.
I mean, at this point, I would agree.
Yeah. I mean, would you put Verifying in the top 5? I wouldn't.
Verifying came back and won the Indiana Derby. He did not look good doing it.
No.
I don't think Verifying's that good of a horse.
Me neither. And he beat him by half a length. So I
just don't think it's right now, right? I think there is a big name with Disarm, or a big race with this Disarm's name on it. I don't think the Jim Dandy's it.
He might be one of those horses that Asmussen has time and time again. His sire was this way. Better as a 4-year-old.
Yeah,
you know,
I could see that. Yeah.
How many times have we seen Asmussen come back with one at 4 years and 4 years old and just run fantastic?
Yeah, and he's a good candidate. You think he kind of got going a little bit late this year. His schedule has really kind of gotten regulated and normal now, but they tried to push him a little bit early, and that kind of brought him along. And I think that's why a lot of people look at Disarm and think, well, he's ready now, because they've kind of, they hit the set button a bit, not fully, but kind of was like, okay, let's cut him back to some easier races, building back up. Now, boom, we're going to try it again.
Sure.
I get it. I think if you're backing Disarm, I'm not trying to talk you off of it.
No, God, no.
I think he's one race away, honestly, from being able to do it. So, all right, we're going to write down 2, 4, 5 and go on to the next leg here. This is the big one for me as well that I thought was tough, but there is a horse I kind of like. So race 11 on the card, a New York bred allowance race going 5.5 furlongs this time. Another large field, 11 horses. We got 3 main track only entries. I only wrote down 4 horses here. Let's hear those first. Who do you like in this one?
I did too. And all of mine are big numbers.
Okay.
I'm talking about outside posts.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
Okay. Makes more sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not 50 to 1. So I'm talking about outside horses.
Right. Yeah.
I like the 9 the best. Act of Congress, 3 for 5. The issue I have with him, he's ran twice at this higher level allowance race and has not fared very well. And that worries me a little bit. He broke his maiden. They put him in an allowance. He finished 6th. Then they put him in another one. He finished 11th. Now he's improved at this distance.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's the key for me. He ran 5 furlongs on the 27th and won by 3 lengths. It was a claiming race though, 40,000. Then they put him in a starter allowance and at Belmont on the 22nd of June, and he won by 3/4 at 6 furlongs. So now he's at 5.5. He's where he runs the best. But in a straight allowance race, he's finished 6th, losing by 7 1/4, and he finished 11th, losing by 10. That's scary. So, but that was last year. They laid him off for almost a year, and he's come back and won two in a row. He's my favorite in this one. Second, I chose the 8, Busy Morning. Did not run very well last time out. He's been off for a long time, so he's coming back after a layoff, so that's an issue with him. And then the 10 is just one of those horses that's always there, doesn't win a lot. Probably could be talked off of that one. It's kind of a long shot because I don't really like anything else. I put down the 11 at 20-1. He ran good last time out. Way big jump. Probably can toss him. The only other one I considered is I believe it was. I looked at the 7 a little bit. I don't know whether you did or not, and a little bit at the 3. But my favorite is the 9, and then I like the 8. And really, those are my 2 favorite. I could be talked down to 2 or 3 in this one.
Yeah, I really think this is gonna be interesting. I like the 9 quite a bit here. That's who I had on top. And it's one I'm fairly confident on. You talked about the races that the 9 ran at this level. That was last year, and really the horse just wasn't the same as it is right now.
Right.
You look at 2 races this horse has run since coming back from the layoff. She was dominant in that claiming race. I really like that we moved up to starter allowance in the next. Plus, we got Jose Ortiz aboard, and we got another win. Right. So now we're going back to that New York bred company. So I'm with you. I think the horse had a pace advantage. I don't see a whole lot of other speed in this race. So I'm with you there. I thought that was a horse that's going to be tough. I was pretty much agreeing with you. I like the 7 a little bit as well. Carey. I think this horse is interesting. Last time out, tried Stakes Company against Open Company. It just didn't go very well. I think we'll run a lot better here. It's another one that I think they'll try to send this horse close to the front. Getting Luis Saez aboard, I thought, was a big plus for this horse. So I think we'll run a lot better too. So a lot of the same ones. You mentioned the 8 as well. I think that would make a lot of logical sense. Let's talk about the 3, Snowy Evening. It's a horse cutting back in distance. You look at the race 3 back, the horse broke the maiden at 7 furlongs. All of a sudden, we're going a mile and an eighth and a mile. Now we're back to 5.5. I thought that's an interesting cutback here. Getting Johnny Velasquez aboard, I think this horse will run pretty well as well. So there's a lot of, I think if you can beat the 9, you can go a lot of different ways.
Yes.
What other horse? You mentioned the 11. Look, big jump up, right? But a nice win last time out at this distance. I thought that was important. Gonna have to run a better figure. I didn't think the 11 was. Honestly, the 11 is one of those horses I don't think we'll end up using, but I don't hate that horse. I think that horse could run pretty well. So I think is there anyone I didn't touch on that you?
No, I think you got them all.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, we have through four legs of this: a race we're probably going to go short, a race we're going to go deep, a race we're going to short, and a race we're going to go deep. I mean, that's the way this is setting up. Am I wrong?
I don't think we can go deep. No, you're not wrong. I think we're going to me, this is the one that's going to kill us again.
We're good at picking the race that'll kill us. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're real good at that. Because we need to have these kind of races or bets in horse racing. Which one do you think is going to kill you? But I can almost see us trimming this one down to 3.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. We're going to have to make some decisions here in just a sec.
This next one, I hope you have somebody in this next one because I don't.
We got some questions coming in. I may have some. Then we got some questions coming in here. Vashawn Welch says, Aaron, don't sleep on the 2 and the 6. To be honest, the 2, I looked at it a while. I didn't really like it. The 6, I almost wrote down. I think the 6 interesting. Hiles getting Santana aboard here, coming second off the layoff. I think the 6 will run a little bit better. Kind of got an out over the track. Now we're back at a distance where I think the 6 is going to run a little bit better at. So I didn't write it down. Wouldn't be on that 6. That's not bad at all. Jason also says, curious about the 5. Irad doesn't ride for Donk very often. He's talking about Fancy Pants Juliana. Yeah, Irad gets aboard this one. Only 14 times in the last year that Irad has rode for Donk. 2 races on the turf haven't been bad. I couldn't get there, but what did you think of the 5?
Well, he ran good on the turf, then he ran it twice on the dirt.
Yeah.
Coming from Finger Lakes, that's kind of what scared me off.
Yeah.
Rogus Maiden at Finger Lakes. Then they put him in a stakes. He lost by 15 1/4 in a 50K stakes.
Yeah.
No, I can't get there.
Yeah, it's one of those horses. To Jason's point, it's a weird horse because on paper you look at it and it's like, yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. That looks weird. It looks like it looks funny. But then you get Irad aboard and it is Donk.
That is interesting.
If the horse wins, you're sitting there going, I can't believe Irad Ortiz just knocked me out of a pick 5.
Yeah, that's the part that's troubling. Back to that 6. I can get onto the 5 better than I can the 6.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't, yeah, it's cutting back in distance, but the horse never did a thing in that last race. 10th, 11th, 12th, 11th.
Yeah.
I don't like a horse that doesn't do anything.
Well, Jason's comment here, it could happen. You might be off the turf. Maybe that's what they're thinking with the 5. That could be.
Could be, yeah.
And if you're off the turf, he looks good. But, there's some main track only entries here. The 12, the 14, they don't look bad either. So, but yes, that could be what they're thinking. Hopefully we're not.
It makes sense. I mean, can't argue with Jason on that 5 at all.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, we wrote down. Let's go to the last here.
Okay.
This is the one you struggled with. So race 12 on the card here to round us out at Saratoga. It is a maiden special weight going 1 3/8 on the turf here. Field of 10. You also have 2 also eligibles, 1 main track only entry, but a field 10 in the regular body of this thing. You're lost on this one, I guess.
I'm struggling with it.
Okay.
I've got 5 of them written down.
Okay.
The 3, the 5, the 6, the 7, and the 10.
Okay.
The 3's been knocking on the door. He's ran 3 times, finished third a couple times. I don't know how you feel about that, but he's okay. I probably like the 5 the best.
Yeah.
Couple of seconds and a third. So, I kind of like that horse some. That 10, I don't know if you looked at him. Did you look at that one? Or her, whatever it is. It's her. Isn't that interesting that it ran pretty well on the dirt at Ellis, and now they're putting it back on the turf?
Yep.
That's interesting to me because it finished second, only lost by a length and 3/4 at Ellis Park in a really good maiden special weight race. That kind of, I wonder why they did that. I that's interesting to me, but I like that horse quite a bit. So, like I say, I hope you've got one that you like better because we're going to have to go deep in this one, I think.
Yeah, I like the 5. I think the 5 makes a lot of sense. So I like that you picked that horse. I like the 6, and then the 2 Pletcher horse, so the 7 and the 9. to me make a ton of sense here. Both Pletcher's ridden, one by Ortiz, one by Flavian Pratt, so that's great. The 7 was very close at this level last time out at Belmont Park. Lost by a length and a quarter. I thought that was a pretty good race. Highland Grace is a pretty good horse that horse lost to, so that made sense.
I like the 7 too. Yes.
Yeah. Fizzy, the 9 horse. I ran on last time. I ran also on the 7 last time. Irad sticks with the 7. Now Flavian's on the 9. That's the bad thing. The good thing is the horse should improve stretching out today. I like the 9 a little bit as well. I think both Pletcher's in with a shot. You mentioned the 10. Yeah, I like the 10 as well. And then the 3, I like that one as well. We've got a bunch of them wrote down again.
Yeah. Yes, we do.
We've got 6 wrote down here.
Yeah.
This isn't good.
Well, no, it's not. No.
All right.
We're going to have to go find a single somewhere.
We're going to have to single 2 here.
Well, we might.
All right.
Oh, I don't know.
Let's
I don't know if you talk. Okay, let's go back then and get going here.
Let's get to the real work. This is going to be a challenge. Okay. So we try to stay around $100 with this ticket. We're close obviously right now. So you said at the beginning you favored in the 8th race. Let's go into the Vanderbilt. You favored one over the other here. We wrote down 4, 5. Who do you favor the most?
Yes, I favor the 4 over Asmussen.
Okay.
I know you don't. I know you don't believe me, but I do. I don't. This horse it's just been flawless for a long time. 6 straight wins, or 7 straight wins, 7 in a row. I can't. I always go for horses that have won 7 in a row. Won the Breeders' Cup Sprint. Just it's won pretty easy in a lot of these races. Coming off a grade 2 at Belmont in June, took him over in $1,500,000 race, won by 3 1/4, beat Gunite.
Yep.
Believe it or not, I'm not a huge Gunite fan.
Really? Okay.
No.
Okay. Why?
I just not. I don't think that horse is great.
Okay.
I don't. I mean, I look at what he's won, and I like him, and I think he's a nice horse, no doubt. If Elite Power brings it, I think he beats him. I really do. When he's done it once. When I look at his wins, when he's gotten into grade 1s and things, he's not run one. He's not won. Right? Right. When you look at the last few wins, okay, back in September at Churchill, 275K. And a 250K at Keeneland. He won both of those. Then they jump him up to grade 1 in the Breeders' Cup, Dirt Mile. He loses by 4 and finished 4th. Okay, so then they start him in Oaklawn. He runs in 150K, finishes 1st. Then they take him overseas. He goes 2nd and 3rd, and those are one's a grade 3 and one's a grade 1. And then he comes back and wins another lesser stakes, not graded. So he's won a lot of ungraded stakes, but he doesn't run great in a grade 1. And he's going up against a grade 1 horse. That's just my thinking.
I don't really think I have to add anything. I think you said it perfectly. To me, you have Elite Power, who is the best sprinter in the country. And then you have Gunite, who is really, really good.
Yeah, he's good.
I think Elite Power will have to take a step back to lose to Gunite. That's where I'm at with it. I think if they both show up with their best effort, Elite Power is going to win. So then you look at it and go, okay, is there any reason Elite Power wouldn't show up with his best effort? No.
I don't see one.
No. Is there any reason Gunite wouldn't? No. But I think Elite Power is better. I think we single Elite Power to start it off.
I do too.
Okay.
I don't think he loses.
Okay. All right. I've got the 4 wrote down.
Is anybody bashing us on that one?
Well, I don't. They are not. 3-5 says, what about Gunite? If Gunite wins this race, I might quit forever. I might be right there with you. 3-5. If Gunite wins, not Gunite. If Gunite, if the one horse, if he wins, I quit. All right, let's go.
Well, I don't think we're going to quit, but
I
Yeah,
will.
that horse hasn't done anything. I mean, that I didn't even look at that one.
The
only other one's the
357 just joined like the channel not that long ago. There is a long history with this channel and Gun It. So
that's right.
if he wins, yeah.
I'm a little afraid of the 6, a little bit.
Dean Delivers is a nice horse. He's coming off back wins at Gulfstream. He shouldn't beat Elite Power.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
No, there's that little Vic again. Remember when we sweated him out there for, I think we left him off, didn't we? One of our pick 3s here a while back.
Mm-hmm.
But no, he's not. Elite Power, just take his name. Elite, he is. He's won 7. Okay. This horse, look at what he's done.
Yeah.
7 in a row, grade 1, grade 2, $1,500,000 race, grade 3. I don't know how that's a grade 3, but anyway, another grade 2. The horse just wins.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty easy.
That's the thing. During this winning streak, he really hasn't had a close race. And you think about it, a sprinter to not have a very close race, that's saying so. I'm with you. I mean, I've got him singled. So
I think we have to.
Yep. I agree. All right.
And if we go down, we go down. We went down with a horse that should win the race.
Right. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. This next we wrote down 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, I mean,
well, we just singled.
To play all 7, we'll have to single again.
Yeah, I don't think we can play all 7.
Yeah, I don't think we can.
We can eliminate some of these, and if they beat us, they do.
Okay. Well, let's go through. Do you want to eliminate the 4? I don't.
The what?
The 4. Do you want to eliminate the 4?
No.
Okay. So
I got the 4 listed as my 4th favorite.
The 5.
That one I could be talked out of.
I could too. I hate that horse.
Well, okay. Let's look at that one again.
Okay.
Okay. 8 starts, 1 win.
Yep.
Okay. 5 seconds. That's why you hate that horse. Finished second a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So doesn't win much. Yeah, I mean, I've got him put second down simply because he has finished second 5 times, but I don't like him. I kind of put a question mark by him. That's
I'll write him on this next ticket. All right, the 6, Diamond Hands.
Okay, Diamond Hands.
Mm-hmm.
Last 4 races, all allowances, all on the turf. 2nd, 5th, 5th, 2nd. The 5th he lost by 2, and he lost by 3 3/4. That's pretty close. So he was there. I like him better than the 5.
Okay, I'll write down the 6. Okay, well, we've eliminated none so far. All right. The 8, Candle.
Well, I don't have that one rated very high.
I think that's one we can throw off.
Third, 4th.
Well, listen, she's lost to Time in Hand. She's lost to Expand the Map. I think let's leave Candle off.
Okay.
That's
fine with me.
All right, 3 to go here. The 9, New Guinea.
No. We have to keep that one? No, we have to keep it.
Oh, we have to keep it. Gotcha. Okay.
He's won 2 out of the last 3 at this level. Okay. Now, it is New York bred.
Okay.
But I don't think it makes that much difference.
No, I got you. I thought you were saying no like you didn't want it at first. All right.
No, we have to keep that one.
The 10 is Get Your Kicks.
Okay. Brocus Maiden in April. Allowance in May. It's been off since May. Speed. Might go to the front. Might not be caught. I don't know.
Yeah. Chad Brown.
Got Pratt. Yeah.
Okay.
That's sketchy. That one's tough to throw off.
All right.
And run much, though.
Then the 11 is Spongy. Mm-hmm.
He ran, this year. 5th in an allowance, but lost by 2. Then he won an allowance at Aqueduct. Then he finished 3rd in a stakes. Then he ran him again in another stakes, but that was on the dirt.
Yeah.
Lost by 10. Obviously didn't like the dirt. How do you throw that one off?
All right.
I don't think you do.
I don't think you do either. So okay, we've got 6 horses in that one.
Okay, we got rid of one of them.
All right, yeah.
We got to trim another one off there sooner or later.
Okay, all right. Now, 10th race, 2, 4, 5. Oh, here, hold on. Let me get it so people can see what we're talking about here. The Jim Dandy 5th race here, 2, 4, 5. Look, we're gonna have to
single. Go single.
I mean,
okay, let's say we singled this one. We have $6 so far.
Correct. Yeah.
And we could really go deep in the next 2.
Okay, I'm gonna write down just the 2, and then we'll go back and go through this.
We'll fight that one out.
All right, so we're gonna just, as of now, we're gonna see Forte in that leg.
Okay, we talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
If Forte's ready, he's going to win.
Yeah, I don't have any problem with it.
Okay.
We've never done a double single yet, but
no, we probably will chicken out of this one too. But anyway,
no, I'm not saying that. All right,
I think it's logical.
Let's go through the next one here.
This is a tough one.
Race 11 now. We've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We got a bunch. I'll go one at a time. We wrote down the 3. What do you think about the 3?
Okay, let me look again. Has a race over the track, finished 5th. Velasquez is riding. Well, broke his maiden in June. I don't like him that well.
You don't like the 3 that well?
Not that well.
Okay.
Do you?
I
mean, he's got a couple of seconds and a third in.
Honestly, no, I don't really like the 3. No, I say we throw him off. Toss him.
Okay.
Okay, the 7. I do like the 7.
Okay.
All right.
That's fine.
Leave the 7. The 8. Busy morning.
Okay, he's been off since September.
Yeah.
That's sketchy.
But this trainer is pretty good off layoff.
Okay. Didn't run well in September, so that's probably had a little issue of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
Would he bring this horse back at Saratoga if he didn't think he was ready to go?
I'm all about that. I think we have to leave the 8.
I mean, why would you bring this horse to Saratoga if you didn't think it was ready?
Right.
When you run it somewhere else?
Exactly. You got Flavio Pratt aboard. He's not going to waste his time. Yeah.
Yeah, there's something fishy going on there. So
okay.
Well, he was running good. Evidently, he had some sort of an issue in that last race. They've laid him off, let him mature a little bit. And, yeah, I think you got to put him on there.
Okay, so we're using 7. We're using 8. We have to use 9.
Got to do the 9.
Yep. The other 2 are the 10 and the 11.
All right, here's how I feel about the 10.
Okay.
I don't think he can win.
Well, then he doesn't need to be on.
Well, don't you think so? Think about this. He's ran 18 times. He's won 3. He's hit the board 10 out of 18.
Right.
I mean, he hasn't won since he won in February no, he did. Yeah, he did. Let's see here. Come on, computer work. He won a $15,000 claimer in February at Fairgrounds.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think that's one of those horses you throw in if you're betting a trifecta.
Okay, but not here.
Don't you agree?
Now, yeah, I do.
They don't know what to do with him. They run him on the turf, then they run him on the dirt. Then he's back to the turf, and then he goes back to the dirt. They don't know what the hell to do with him.
Yeah, I agree. He really.
If he beats me, I don't. I'm just saying. Well, shit.
Okay. All right. What about the 11?
I mean, if you think he's better than that,
no, I don't like him. I really don't like him.
What are we talking about then? Get him off there.
You mentioned him. I didn't mention him.
Well, I thought you were making a case for him.
The 11 is one I did make. I think at 20 to 1.
I like him a lot better than the 10.
I agree. I don't think this horse is that bad. I don't think the horse should be 20 to 1.
Well, it's caused $16,000 claimer.
Yeah. But
it broke its maiden on the turf.
Mm-hmm.
And then for some reason they threw it on the dirt for 3 times. 8th, 3rd, 6th on the dirt. And then they said, well, let's put him back on the turf. And he won.
Yeah.
Bingo. Why would you? I don't understand trainers sometimes, but I don't know that much about it either. But anyhow, I like him. I think I'd rather put him on there than the 10.
All right. So
the outside post is a little scary, but
okay.
Hey, the horse has shown a little bit of speed too.
Mm-hmm.
He might get to the front.
Yeah, Castle's aboard. I don't think it's a bad play. All right.
He's been a front runner. Yeah, he's going to go to the front, no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
So the key to him is he's got to get out of the gate.
Yeah.
On that outside post.
I think he's interesting. I think he threw him on there.
Well,
all right.
Okay.
All right, last leg here. We might be able to use everybody because we've got the double single. We've eliminated. Hold on, let me do the math. So on the last leg here at Saratoga, we like the 3, 5, the 6, the 7. Let me make sure I get this right. 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 10.
That's 6 of them.
6 horses. Yeah, I mean, if we could play all 6 of them and have a $7 ticket.
You're kidding.
No. Let's just do that. What do you think?
How many we got in that 11th race?
On the 11th race, we have 4. We could add one more horse in the 11th and make it a $90 ticket.
Or we could knock one of these off and add one to the 11th.
Well, no, we're within budget. We don't need to knock anybody off. We can just add.
Okay.
So, like,
what would the ticket be if we add one?
If we add one to the 11th race, it'll be $90.
Well, that's not much.
No, and so I say we add.
The whole key is, are we going to settle on the 2 singles?
Yeah, no, I'm fine with it.
Well, hell, let's do it.
All right.
So we got to decide which one you want to add on that 11th.
So, to me,
it's either the 3. Somebody mentioned the 5. Let's look back at the 5.
Yeah, I was going to say, to me, you add one of these runners, the 3 or the 5. So I scrolled up here to the 11th. The 3 is Snowy Evening with Johnny Velasquez, and then the 5 Weird Finger Lakes horse coming off the dirt that IRAD's jumped on.
That's the issue. Which one? I don't want the 10. I'd take the 3 or the 5 before I would the 10.
Okay.
I would. I just don't think. I think the 10. If you're betting trifectas, superfectas, you throw him on there.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what he'll do. He may hit the board. I don't know that he'll win. So that's our dilemma. Okay. Velasquez, there ain't nothing wrong with him.
Mm-mm.
So, and they're both, Donk has them both.
Yep.
So, gosh. Snowy Evening is 1. Hit the board 5 out of 9. Fancy Pants 2 out of 4.
Mm-hmm.
You think either one of them's going to win? I don't.
I don't like them that well.
No, either. I really don't.
I mean, we could keep this at $72 very easily.
Because
if I had to choose one, it would be the 3.
Me too.
Well, maybe we should just add the 3. Good at $90.
That's cheaper than what we usually do.
All right, let's do it. I like it. Okay.
Now, how many we got? A whole bunch in the 9th, don't we? We got like 6.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, we don't need to add another one there.
No,
So,
I mean, if we get beat,
we just didn't do very good. If we
played literally almost every horse we liked. We played.
Well, this is a first for me. 2 singles and a pick 5. I don't think I've ever done that.
Yeah, I think this is what I think this is what you do, and maybe you don't want to single the same horses we singled, but I think in those short races, you've just got to go out there and get a winner. You got to go out there and pick a winner. You can't get fancy with this one because you need the coverage. These other races are tough on this card.
Oh, they are.
All right.
Yep.
So here's what we came up with. This is wild. So Saratoga lay pick 5. This is going to be the combined ticket here. We're going to single the 4 Elite Power in leg 1. We're going 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11 in leg 2. We're going to single Forte in leg 3. That's the 2 horse. We're going to go 3, 7, 8, 9, 11 in leg 4. And then we're going to round it out with 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10 in the 5th leg. $90 ticket for this one with 2 singles. All right, Papa Dude, what do you think?
Well, if our singles come through, I feel great.
Me too.
I think we're covered pretty good in those hard ones.
Yeah. I think with the 2 singles, I think Elite Power is the better of the 2 horses. And I understand it's a 2-horse race and we could lose to Gunite. I just think Elite Power is a little bit better. With the Jim Dandy, the more I look at it, the more I think Forte is going to beat this group. I mean, Saudi Crown, maybe you go to wire and we're like, yeah. Or maybe Angel of Empire disarm, improve a lot. And we're like, yeah, okay. Not going to be shocked. I think Forte is better than these horses. So,
I do too.
I think that's how you do
it. To me, Forte has been my horse all year.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a shame whenever he couldn't run in the Derby. That kind of screwed me. I couldn't get my head on anything else.
Yeah.
So I've loved that horse since he made that comeback in the Florida Derby. I just think he's a beautiful horse. I think he's got it all. He's just got to. This is where he starts his comeback right here. He's got to get this one.
Yeah, he really needs this one if he's going to be that horse everybody thinks he can be, 3-year-old of the year and all that. You need to come win this one.
He does.
The situation is much better for him this time than it was, in the Belmont. So I think he shows up and runs pretty well here. I'll be pretty surprised if he.
Saudi Crown just hasn't done enough for us to not single.
Yeah.
Forte.
Yeah.
I mean, he may win. I just don't think they're going to let him. I don't think Forte is going to let him get that far ahead. I just think he's going to go get him.
I'm kind of with you. Like I like Fort Bragg. I know you don't really like him that well. I do.
I don't like him at all.
I like him, but it's like if Fort Bragg can go get him, then Forte should be able to go get him. That's where I'm at.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He can't. What are you going to do?
It's going to be these 2 races. We're seeing elite horses in those 2 races. I mean, that Elite Power. There's no reason not to think that horse isn't going to run well.
Yeah, well, Heather, there's somebody coming to the track for the first time in Heather's family, and she's like, what day should they come, Friday or Saturday? I said, well, if they don't care about horses, come Friday. That'll be fun. Yeah. You can have fun, and if they don't care what kind of horse they want to see. I said, but if you're going to choose between the 2, there's no comparison. Saturday is an unbelievable day to come watch stars. That's what this is. I mean, to have Elite Power here and to have Forte here, it's great. And in both these races, you could go other ways, and you're not totally crazy for doing so.
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah. So
that's another thing Jason just mentioned. What will the weather do to this?
So the weather will play a factor. We'll update this if the weather does kind of wreak havoc on this situation. It's changed about 3 times since I've been looking. Let me look one more time here at the up to date. It looks to me like. And again, this is famous last words because, it's really hard to predict the weather up here. But kind of the forecast I'm seeing is I don't think we'll be off the turf for the important races, right? Yeah. So maybe, one of the cheaper races comes off. You look at the hourly forecast, no rain tomorrow. Looks like, the rain's going to be starting on Saturday. 80% chance of rain. So.
Is it all day?
Let's see. Gusty winds, small hail possible.
Oh, that's great.
Scattered thunderstorms in the morning, mainly cloudy during the afternoon. So,
well, that doesn't sound too bad.
No. So, a little bit of rain in the morning. It'll just depend on how much it rains. If it's just like a quick storm and it goes away, we may miss the first or second turf race that's scheduled, but we'd be fine for the rest of them. So we'll keep an eye on it. But the thing about it is, with us, we're on top of it. If it scratches, we'll have this thing updated. So don't worry about that. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the weather does. Listen, the one thing about Del Mar, you never have to worry about the weather. The one thing up here, you always have to worry about the weather. I was here one day. This is no lie. It was a 4-star day. I can't remember what year it was. We left for the track. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. There was no forecasted rain. None. It rained so hard that they canceled a Saturday of racing at Saratoga. They ran like 3 or 4 races. They went out and ran one more, and the track was so bad they had to cancel it. So
really,
yes, I've never been up here when they've canceled other than that one time. It rained for probably an hour and a half straight. You could barely see it out there. It was raining so hard. So I've seen it happen before, but I've also been to the track on days where they said it's going to pour and it doesn't do anything. It's just for whatever reason, it's predict the rain up here. It's crazy. So we'll see what happens.
It's that way everywhere in the summer, I think. It's kind of
I think with this kind of being, where it's located, it's just kind of the weather's just quirky. It can come and go in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Well, I would love to see Forte. I think you've never seen him, right?
I've never seen. No, yeah, I have seen him. We saw him at the Breeders' Cup last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
he did. He looks beautiful.
Yeah. So there's a spot where you can go. Hardly anybody ever stands, where you can reach out and you can't touch him obviously, but you could if you wanted to, or if they let you. And it's right when they cross the road. And right when they cross the road and get onto the actual path to go to the path, nobody ever stands there. And so that's where I'm going to go stand to get pictures and kind of watch him come in. And he's definitely one I'm ready to see. So I haven't seen him as a 3-year-old, just as a 2-year-old. So
yeah, he looks gorgeous.
Yeah, it should be interesting. It's going to be fun. It's going to be really fun. Tomorrow's card is really good as well. The Amsterdam, they're going to run that race tomorrow. That's a really good race as well. So a lot going on.
Yep. You're going to be up there all weekend?
I will be at the track Friday and Saturday.
You're going up to Plattsburgh on Sunday?
We go to Plattsburgh for a few days and then come back next week for Friday and Saturday again. And of course, next week is the Whitney and everything that goes along with that. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Yep. So all right. Any final thoughts before we get
No, I don't have any questions tonight. I figured you'd want to get off here.
I appreciate that. Yes. I'm ready to go lay down for a minute.
I would think so.
Yeah.
I would think so. At least you don't have to drive to the track. You're close.
Yes. Yeah.
Are you in Saratoga? Yeah, aren't you?
Yes. In Saratoga, right downtown here at the Embassy Suites. Great place. If you ever come to Saratoga, great place to stay. Is it the best, you think, Heather, or one of the best? What do you think? Embassy Suites, is it the best one? Probably, yeah. Hampton Inn, pretty good too. Never can get in there anymore. Always too crowded. But anyway, yeah. Place went to Druthers tonight. Great place as well. So in Saratoga, love it here. Boy, once you get in the city limits, it's like, oh man. Glad to be home. Glad to be back. Yeah, and Jason, could see Jason on Saturday as well. So
yeah, cool.
Very much looking forward to that as well. Michael's going to be at Del Mar. Michael, I think Somich is going to be at Del Mar. So check out or keep an eye out for Michael and for Somich. So that'll be good.
Yep.
Check out Lucy's for a nice cocktail. Friends own it. Okay. Yeah. Cool. I might do that. If you're going to the Horseshoe, we do have 2 banners up in the tents. So if you go to the Horseshoe outside where the tents are, there's 2 big Racing Dudes banners there. So that'll be kind of cool. I had a couple people send us pictures. That's cool. We'll be all over town. So make sure, if you're here to come say hi. Let's see. Aliens are confirmed. Do you know anything about this? Doc saying there's aliens.
No, what? I don't. I haven't heard this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
I don't know. Okay.
I kind of watched the news, but I didn't hear that.
Heather, you know anything about aliens being confirmed? No, says no. Okay, well,
Doc, he maybe he's been drinking tonight. You think?
Well, he hit another pick 5, so he's probably out. Cell phone. Kevin, I think he's gone this weekend, but I may see the guy at some point. I need to text him, tell him I'm in town. So
I bet he'll be there next weekend if he's not there this weekend.
Yeah, he'll be there one of the two for sure. I'll see Vinny at some point.
Yeah.
Ricky, I'll see him, but yeah.
Oh, he's gonna be there?
Yeah, need to get a hold of Slim though, for sure.
Yeah.
Guy confirmed it in front of Congress. There you go.
Oh, well. I'd have to see videos of it. I just have to.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll get on this as soon as we get off the air here. All right. That's our cue. All right, guys.
Yeah.
I'm going to get off here. Padres going to get off here. We'll be back next week. We'll be talking Whitney. Everything goes along with the Whitney next week. Good luck if you're playing this league, and thanks everybody for joining us.
This is Due to Bet Sports. Due to Bet Sports, it's your favorite show. Due to Bet Sports, where degenerates go. Due to Bet Sports, time to change your approach with Aaron Haldeman and his father, the coach. Let's ride.
Well, the Associated Press is full of shit.